Hi, I'm Divine 219 Lady. I'm coming to you because I had another dream, probably around 3:30, 4 o'clock this morning, and it was very scary during this dream, but exciting when I woke up. But before I get into this dream, I wanted to let you all know, because after sitting and thinking about the dream that I just had, I thought about the encounters that I had at work. And I thought maybe they could be tied together. Maybe, maybe not. This is what happened at work. I came out of my office. When you first walk out of my office, I work in a nursing home. So the windows are right there as soon as you walk out, a big 2-picture windows. And as I was walking out, a bird that was pretty long, or a pigeon, I don't know, could have been a pigeon, flew to the window, and he stood there in the window as if he wanted to come in, flapping his wings, but he was hovering there. But he was in an elongated position where it was like he was just flapping, but he was eye contact with me. He was just looking right at me. He did not move except for to hold his spot there. And I said, wow, this is unusual. So I said to my coworker, hey, come here, come look at this bird in the window, come look at this bird in the window. By the time she was in view of the bird in the window, he left. He just completely left. So let me tell you about this dream I had, because my time is about to run out. It looks as if I'll tie them in together. Okay, I had a dream. I was at my mother's house. She's got a huge backyard. It used to be a horse ranch. There's a creek back there, and I don't know, so many trees. So many animals come back there to feed, as if it was the Garden of Eden. Berries grew back there, all types of berries, apples, whatever fruit, you name it, grapes, they grow back there. And a lot of animals, you find foxes, coyote, deers back there. And anyway, in my dream, I was telling my husband, I'm probably going to end up buying my mother's house, yada, yada, yada. And so I said, I really don't want to, but I'll probably end up buying her house because she's want to move somewhere else. And so after that, it jumped to another scene, as if I was inside of a cabin looking at the backyard of my mom's house. Now, this is funny because our dreams jump. And so I'm looking at the backyard from the cabin, and I was still talking to my husband, but all of a sudden I was gone to another location, yet I was in a dining room with a big picture window on the side of me. The doctor was there, my son's doctor, my son was there, and I was there, so it was 3 of us. Now, I was talking to the doctor, well, actually it was 4, because the doctor was talking to a lawyer about something in my son's chart. And I'm like, well, why did you get the lawyer? I'm standing here, let me talk to me about what you're getting a lawyer for, so I can see if it's feasible to even obtain a lawyer. So as we're talking, the lawyer walked off and says, well, call me when you need me. And the doctor said, okay. So the doctor turned to me with the charts. We're sitting at a table. I'm sitting on the floor, she's sitting in a chair, but she's showing me some things that a doctor had written down, and we're trying to get clarity from it. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, now let me tell you what the weather was like at the cabin, looking at my mom's backyard. It was no snow, it's not wintertime, it was either fall or spring, but it was gloomy outside, and there was no sunshine. But as we were talking, my son was standing, and all I could see was from his waistline on down to his feet. Couldn't see his face, so I assumed it was my son, because he's the one that has issues with the doctor. So out of nowhere, this big wind picked up outside of the window. We looked to the window, it was like whoosh. We looked outside to the window, and it was snow everywhere, a blizzard. You couldn't really see the backyard anymore. You couldn't see anything but the trees that were standing, but they were all covered and snow, a blizzard, and then this enormous wind picked up so fierce that it picked everything up. And this lightning shot across the sky. And then all of a sudden, we were inside. We were picked up with that wind in the house. We didn't go past the ceiling at all. But once the wind went whoosh and stirred up, it was so loud, so fierce that we were scared. And then our whole bodies were taken straight up in mid-air. We didn't go past the ceiling. I remember grabbing my son's bottom leg and trying to pull him so that he wouldn't get anywhere. And we were like suspended in air. Then all of a sudden, we were back on the ground and there was just snow outside and nothing else. I woke right up. My husband was up on his phone and I said, God showed me his power. It felt like God showed me his power, what he was about, who he was, and that the first phrase that came out of my mouth was, you lifeless, senseless people. That's what came out of my mouth. Was like that was what was left in me. You lifeless, senseless people. You don't even know who I am. I am God. I can take you away from here. I can do whatever I want to do with you. You are not paying attention to me. I can take you away from here just like that without me putting my hands on you. And when I woke up, I had this overwhelming feeling that God talked to me again through dream, I'm sorry. My video was about to cut off. That's probably why I said video. Return. So what stands out in a dream is lightning, blizzard, wind. The number 3, because it was 3 of us. And I don't know. Give me your thoughts, positive or negative. Criticisms are taken. I was trying to talk to my husband about this, and I was super excited to tell him. The feeling that I was left with was remarkable, outstanding. I loved it. It was nice to know that God was able to feel like he can still come and talk to me and show me some things for me to express to you all so that you can get a feeling from that or an understanding from that. Other than that, it was really miraculous. It was the sense to know that, you know, I'm God. You guys are living in sin. You're doing what you want to do. You're living as if there's no God. And look, you don't have to see me to know I'm here. And for him to go through my body in the spiritual realm, but then deliver that message to my soul when I woke up, my physical body felt that that morph, that lifting, it was nothing I could do with my body. I was in the know, but it's nothing I could do with my body to save myself because God had total control over me, period. Total control. So all I got to say in this message, get right with God. Have a relationship with God. It's more than just praying. It's studying the words, getting to know him. It's getting to know who he is. That's deep. A lot of people feel like they can just pray and that's it. It's more to it than that. There's more to it than that. It's exciting to know him. It's almost to the point where it's overwhelming for you to know him. It's like so much. And just to know at that moment, it was a scary moment to know that we have no control over ourselves when he's ready to do whatever he wants to do. We have no control. And to witness that in a spiritual realm, it's just truly amazing to me. So I am Divine 219 Lady. Please leave comments at the bottom. Please leave comments at the bottom. Talk to you later.